platform for GATE Agriculture Engineering, and this is all about me. And today we are going to discuss the different types of beans and their different properties and different theories given regarding these beans. So friends, first of all you should understand about the shallow bean and deep bean. Friends, shallow bean is that type of bean in which the plane of rupture meets the grain surface before it strikes the opposite wall. And for deep bean, it is the plane of rupture meets the opposite surface before it emerges from the grain. To understand this, I will show you the pictures. So friends, here see that the two beans are given. In figure A, you see the shallow bean, that the plane of rupture meets the grain surface, means the top surface is the grain surface. This one, the top surface is the grain surface, and you see that the plane of rupture meets this surface. So this is types of beans are called shallow beans. And in grain beans, the plane and in deep beans, you see that the plane of rupture meets the opposite wall of the bean, means it doesn't meet the top surface of the grain. So these are the difference between the shallow beans and deep beans. So you can roughly get an idea of difference between these both. Now you see the mathematical difference, means whatever the concepts which and the formulas which are used to solve the problems of this portion, you see here. For deep bean, HD is greater than 4R. Friends, here HD is the depth of bean. You see here that the depth of bean means the depth. Here I have denoted the depth of bean by Z. You see here that the Z value is the depth of bean, and it is here the Z value is equivalent to HD, means जो Z value है यहाँ पे वही HD value मैंने इस फोटो में assume किया, इस इक्वेशन में assume किया है. Friends, you see here that HD is greater than 4R, and you remember that friends, R is not the simple radius of bean. I think all of you have studied about hydraulic radius and normal radius. Means I have written here the definition of hydraulic radius, that is the area, cross-sectional area of bean divided by perimeter of bean. And friends, beans are of different cross-section. Either it can be circular bean, square bean, rectangular bean, or different structures may be given in the examination. So you don't have to worry about that. You simply calculate the area of the beans and divide the area by their perimeter so that you can get the hydraulic radius of the beans. You see here that I have calculated for circular bean, that is pi by 4 d square divided by pi d. You all know that pi by 4 d square is the area and pi d is the perimeter, so that the hydraulic radius of circular bean is d by 4. And similarly for square bean, the hydraulic radius is equal to a by 4. You know that a square is the area of the square bean and 4a is its perimeter, so that you can calculate and get the hydraulic radius, that is a by 4. So friends, आपको ये दोनों ही चीजें याद रखनी है. जब भी the height of bean और depth of bean अगर 4R के means 4 into radius of hydraulic radius of bean से ज्यादा होगा और इक्वल होगा. फ्रेंड्स, here you take care that it is greater than or equal to. अगर इक्वल भी रहे तो भी वो की एक deep bean होगा, means either greater हो और equal हो, then it is going to be a deep bean. And when it is, जब ये छोटा होगा 4R से, तब ये shallow bean होगा. आपको ये दोनों ये फिगर माइंड में रखनी है, और ये सिंपल सा इक्वेशन है दोनों, ये सिंपल सा इक्वेशन माइंड में रखना है. Now friends, you see the formulas. Friends, regarding deep bean and shallow bean, there are different types of formulas are given, and different scientists have given the formulas. First one we have studied, that is Rankine's formula. And friends, you remember that these all formulas are given given for lateral pressure. You have to understand what is the difference between lateral pressure and vertical pressure. The lateral pressure is the friends, suppose someone is standing and there is one pressure acting on their body by the side. Suppose the air is blowing and air is exerting some pressure on the body. That is the side pressure. That is called the lateral pressure. Vertical pressure always acts vertically downward to the ground and lateral pressure always acts horizontal to the ground surface. मीन्स लेटरल प्रेशर है हमेशा लेटरली लगेगा, मीन्स होरिजेंटल डायरेक्शन में लगेगा, मीन्स वो कभी भी ग्रेविटी के डायरेक्शन में नहीं लगेगा, वो हमेशा ही होरिजेंटल डायरेक्शन में लगेगा। और जो वर्टिकल प्रेशर होता है वो हमेशा ही वर्टिकल मीन्स ग्रेविटी के डायरेक्शन में लगेगा। आपको इन दोनों चीजों को समझना है कि वर्टिकल प्रेशर में डिफरेंस और लेटरल प्रेशर में डिफरेंस। मीन्स वर्टिकल प्रेशर अपन जो निकालते हैं रो जी एच जो फॉर्मूला से कैलकुलेट करते हैं, वॉट एवर वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग बाय द फॉर्मूला दैट रो इंटू जी इंटू एच, दैट इज द वर्टिकल प्रेशर फ्रेंड्स, दैट कैन नॉट बी द लेटरल प्रेशर। यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस। जो वर्टिकल प्रेशर होगा उसकी वैल्यू अपन निकालते हैं रो जी एच, जिसमें कि रो अपन वो फ्लूइड की डेंसिटी लेते हैं और जी उसकी स्पेसिफिक एक्सीलरेशन ड्यू टू ग्रेविटी लेते हैं और एच उसकी हाइट लेते हैं। लेकिन फ्रेंड्स वो वर्टिकल प्रेशर होता है, वो लेटरल प्रेशर नहीं होता। लेटरल प्रेशर हमेशा लेटरली लगेगा और हॉरिजॉन्टल में डायरेक्शन में लगेगा। यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस। एंड नाउ द फर्स्ट फॉर्मूला दैट इज Rankines formula, that is PL is equal to W into H into K. Friends, you see here that PL means lateral pressure is equal to W. W is the specific weight. Friends, remember that W is not the, you have to put all the values in SI unit. W is the specific weight, that is density into acceleration due to gravity, means rho into G. Value is W. And H is the height and K is the Rankine coefficient. Friends, I think all of you have studied in the soil mechanics that K is 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi, or either 10 square into 45 minus 5 by 2. But friends, you see here that the H value, you should be careful about the H value. H value is the height of grain. Friends, you clearly understand that the H value is the height of grain, not the height of silo. It is the height of grain. And now you see that here that PL is equal to, you see this equation, PL is equal to K into PV. Friends, this is the relationship between the lateral pressure and vertical pressure. Friends, you see that PL means P lateral pressure is equal to K times of vertical pressure. And from here friends, we can conclude that K is the ratio of lateral pressure and vertical pressure. So I think all of you should remember these formulas. Means friends, 3 formulas are there. I think all of you should remember those formulas and you are able to solve all the questions related to this topic. So I wish you all should remember and understand the concept. And now friends, see another formula that is based upon the Airy equation. Friends, you see that Airy equation and Rankine's formula, these both are applicable for only shallow bins. Means you can't simply, you see the question and you apply the formulas. You first check it that whether it is a deep bin or shallow bin, and you can check it by using this both equations, that HD greater than equal to 4R or HD less than 4R. Means you first, when you see the question, the first thing you should do that the check whether it is a deep bin or shallow bin. After that you can go and apply the formula, whatever equation you have to put. So friends, Airy equation is PL is equal to WH into 1 by root under mu into mu plus mu dash plus root under 1 plus mu square ka whole to the power square. So friends, this formula is little bit lengthy, but I wish you also remember this formula. And friends, here you take care about mu value and mu dash value. Friends, mu value is the coefficient of friction between grain to grain. Means Mu is the coefficient of friction. Suppose it is given in the question that the angle of internal friction is given. That is phi value is given. Suppose something 30 is given. Phi value is given 30. And then you can calculate the K value. That is 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. That the value coming in. That is the coefficient of friction between grain to grain. That is intermolecular friction. That is not the friction between grain to wall. And mu dash value is the friction between grain and wall. Friends, you remember these both things. You can't be confused that what is the difference with what is the grain to grain friction and what is the wall to wall friction. I think all of you have studied the cohesion and adhesion. Cohesion is the forces acting between the similar particles. Means here the friction between grain to grain is the cohesive friction, and that is the mu dash value. And this value is equal to 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. Whatever the value we will get by this, that is the internal friction value. जो mu value होगा वो होगा हमारा ग्रेन टू ग्रेन के बीच का फ्रिक्शन कोफिशिएंट. मीन्स अगर ग्रेन टू ग्रेन के बीच की एंगल हमें दी हुई है क्वेश्चन में, तो हम सिंपली उसको सपोज एंगल थीटा दी हुई है तो हम उसको सिंपली tan थीटा करेंगे और हमारी जो वैल्यू निकल जाएगी. और जो हमारा एंगल म्यू डैश होगा वो एंगल ऑफ वॉल फ्रिक्शन होगा. मींस वॉल और ग्रेन के बीच जो फ्रिक्शन लगेगा वो होता है हमारा म्यू डैश. आपको इन दोनों के बीच के डिफरेंस को याद रखना है और इस फॉर्मूले को हमेशा माइंड में रखना है. आप फ्रेंड्स एक लॉजिक इसको रिमेंबर करने में एक यूज कर सकते हो कि ओनली वन टाइम हमारी म्यू डैश की वैल्यू आती है, रिमाइनिंग सभी टाइम हमारी म्यू की वैल्यू ही होती है. मींस ये लिटिल बिट आपको लॉजिकली हेल्प कर सकता है रिमेंबर करने में फॉर्मूला को. और फ्रेंड्स I will suggest you when you are solving questions upon this concept, then you definitely use the gate calculator. You don't use the scientific calculator or your whatever calculator we are using on your college. You don't use that. You simply install the gate calculator in your mobile or laptop according to your convenience, and you practice the questions in that calculator, because it will help you to increase your efficiency and performance in the final examination. Because in our scientific calculator there are many things are given, we can easily able to write the equations, but in gate calculator you are not easily able to write the equations. So I wish you also practice questions upon this concept, all the questions related to this concept upon gate calculator, because it will definitely increase your efficiency and the chances of mistakes in the final exam is very less. So friends, this is all about the shallow beans. Now coming to deep beans. Friends, for deep bean there is only one formula is given, that is Jensen formula, and you see that PL is equal to W into R divided by mu into 1 minus e to the power minus k mu h by R. Friends, first thing you should see here that all the mu value given here is the coefficient of friction between grain and wall. Means here I have noted the coefficient of friction between grain and wall by mu dash value, but here the same I have noted with mu value. You remember this difference, because many times we are confused at what mu value I should take, whether it will be between the grains and walls or it will be between the grains to grains. So you don't be confused, you clearly understand. आपको यहाँ पे क्लियरली समझना है कि जो म्यू वैल्यू जेसन फॉर्मूला में अपन यूज कर रहे हैं वो म्यू वैल्यू हमारी ग्रेन टू वॉल के बीच की फ्रिक्शन कोफिशिएंट. वो once again I will repeat you that the mu value we are using in Jensen formula is the friction coefficient between the grain and wall, not between the grain and grain. And here mu dash value we have denoted with grain and wall. So this is the difference between these both formulas. And remaining things are easy. I think K value all of you know that 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. And friends, here see that W is the grain bulk density, that is rho into g. You not simply write the, suppose in question it is given the density is given that 850 kg per meter cube. You don't simply write the 850 kg per meter cube. You first convert it into SI unit, that is multiply by 9.81. You always go by SI units, friends. I will suggest you to minimize the units error, because many times in fast doing we are not utilizing, we are not properly converting the units into SI units, and we have done error. We have solved everything correctly, but we have done error, units error. So I wish you all should first convert all the things into SI units, and then after you get your pressure value, that is in Pascal. You after that whatever unit you want to convert, suppose you want to convert in horsepower, you want to convert in kilopascal, megapascal, whatever unit you want to convert. But first I will suggest you all to calculate your pressure into Pascal, not in any other unit. So, otherwise you can get confused. You have to remember different formulas. So friends, and this equation also, I wish you all should do problems on this equation by your gate calculator, not by your scientific calculator or whatever calculator you are using in your college, because here the equations are coming, so you can easily be familiar with the gate calculator, and you can increase your performance in the final examination. And friends, you see that here R value is not the simple radius, it is the hydraulic radius, and I think I have told you the hydraulic radius is the ratio of area and perimeter. आपको एक चीज और याद रखनी है कि जो भी गेट में क्वेश्चन आने वाले हैं इस पोर्शन के रिगार्डिंग, वो सारे क्वेश्चंस इन्हीं 2-3 चीजों से मिलके बने होंगे, और वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होंगे इन्हीं कॉन्सेप्ट से। आपको इसके अलावा और कोई कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है जिससे आपको पहले तो ये चीजें एक्सेप्ट करनी है कि मैंने जो पढ़ रखा है उसमें फुल कॉन्फिडेंस आपको रखना है कि मैंने जो पढ़ रखा है क्वेश्चन उसी से सॉल्व होने वाले हैं, क्वेश्चन और कहीं से नहीं आने वाले हैं। वो या तो जेन्सन फॉर्मूला पे पूछेगा, या तो एरी फॉर्मूला पे, या रेनकाइन फॉर्मूला पे, या तो डीप बीन सेलो बीन के बीच कुछ डिफरेंस क्रिएट करवा सकता है। मींस क्वेश्चन जो आपने ये पढ़ा है क्वेश्चंस इसी से आएंगे श्योर। आई विल शो यू वी विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस ईयर पेपर ओनली। दिस ईयर इन 2020 we have seen the questions are coming on this portion. The first question I will show you. Here you see that a cylindrical silo with 3 meter diameter and height to diameter ratio is 5:1 and is filled with 60 metric ton of grain weights, and the bulk density is 725 kg per meter cube. Coefficient of friction is 0.42 and ratio between lateral and vertical pressure 0.5 and the vertical pressure at the bottom of the silo. Friends, यहाँ पे here in the question given that the height and diameter ratio is 5:1. But friends, I have told you, you see the form, you see this formula for Jensen equation. Friends, here the h value, you see the h value, e to the power minus mu k h. Means friends, you remember that the h value is the height of grains, not the height of bean. Suppose कि bean height is 20 meter, but the grain filled inside the bean is 15 meter, then we consider the h value as 15, not by 20. Means जो height होती है वो हमारी grain की height होती है, ना कि उस bean की height होती है। आपको इस चीज को समझना है। Means अगर मान लो अगर bean की height 20 मीटर दी हो और उसमें बोला गया हो कि grain जो है वो हमारा 15 मीटर तक भरा हुआ है, 15 मीटर तक फील्ड है, देन हमें h वैल्यू जो लेनी है वो होगी हमारी 15 मीटर, नॉट की 20 मीटर। हाइट जो होती है वो ग्रेन की हाइट होती है, ना कि बीन की हाइट होती है। इसको आपको क्लियरली समझना है। और सिमिलरली ये रैंकिन्स और एयरी फॉर्मूला में भी जो भी हाइट अपन यूज करेंगे वो ग्रेन की हाइट यूज करेंगे, ना कि बीन की हाइट यूज करेंगे। Friends, now see, it is going to be very easy when you understand that the height we are using that is not the height of beam, that is the height of grain in the formula. So it has given the diameter that is 3 meter, and you see the solution. Friends, you see here that the mass is given, that is 60 metric ton, and the bulk density is given. So from there you can easily calculate the volume of the grain, means you can easily get the volume. That is, I think all of you know that mass by density is equal to the volume. That I have got the volume, that is 82.758. Friends, after calculating the volume, you should calculate the height. Here you see that the diameter of beam is given, that is 3 meter is given, and you can easily apply the formula, that is pi by 4 into d square into h to calculate the height, and you can equate this volume with the 82.758 and you can get the height, that is 11.71 meter. Friends, you see here the height to diameter ratio of silo is given, that is 5:1. So if you calculate the height of silo, that is, suppose the diameter is given 3 meter, and if you calculate the height of this silo, that you are going to be 3 into 5, that is 15 meter. 15 meter is the total height of silo, but we have to consider only the height of whatever the height of grain present. We have to consider only that one only. मतलब हमें केवल मतलब है कि जो ग्रेन की हाइट है वो क्या दे रखा, वो क्या मतलब प्रेजेंट है, आइदर क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है, अदरवाइज हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे. हमें सीलो की हाइट से कोई मतलब नहीं होता क्वेश्चंस में. अगर हम सीलो की हाइट कुछ दे रखी है और उसमें फुली फिल्ड ग्रेन है, तब हम सीलो की जो हाइट होगी वो ग्रेन की हाइट लेंगे. बट व्हेन क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है कि नॉट फुली फिल्ड है, मींस सम पोर्शन फिल्ड है, देन हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा कि ग्रेन की हाइट क्या होगी. Here I have calculated the height of grain, that is h value is 11.71. And friends, after that it is easy. You see that by Jensen formula. Friends, you can also check it by calculate the. Here you can easily see that the diameter is less than, means height of grain is greater than the diameter of silo, because diameter is 3 meter and the height of grain is 11.71. So I have not written here, but you can understand that it is a case of deep beam. So deep beam case, then we should apply the Jensen formula, that is PL is equal to rho g r by mu into 1 minus e to the power minus mu h k by r. Friends, you always remember that you simply not only multiply with the rho value, means rho into g, you should always take care about this, because after that only your pressure is coming in Pascal. If you are not multiplying with g, then your pressure is not coming in Pascal, it is simply coming in kg per meter square. So you can do mistakes while calculating. So you should take care about all the SI unit values and all the minor values, what we have to multiply, what we have to divide to get the answers. So friends, you see here that I have calculated the PL value, that is 122 to 1.97 Pascals. Friends, I have got the answer in Pascal. After that I convert it into kilopascal by dividing by 1000. And friends, you see that in the question it is asking the vertical pressure at the bottom of the silo, means जो है ये vertical pressure पूछ रहा है, ना कि lateral pressure पूछ रहा है. Friends, I have told you initially only that you have to understand the difference between vertical pressure and lateral pressure. Vertical pressure is always acting vertically downwards and lateral pressure is always acting horizontally. So to calculate the vertical pressure, I think all of you know the relationship, that is K is equal to PL by PV, means K value जो होती है वो रेशियो होती है lateral pressure and vertical pressure की. So you can calculate and get the answer, that is 24.44. That is the right answer. See the 2019 paper. Friends, I will tell you every year there are questions are asking on this concept. So I will try to totally analyze these concepts, and I will mostly try to clear all your doubts regarding this concept. So can you can easily score in the final examination. So you read the question that the bulk density is given 650 kg per meter cube and the angle of internal friction is 30 degree and the bin is filled with experience a pressure of 60 kilopascal at its base, ignoring the factor of safety height to which, friends, here it is saying that the pressure is equivalent to the height of water filled in the bin. Means जो भी प्रेशर होगा, लेटरल प्रेशर होगा, वो उसको इक्विवेलेंट है वो प्रेशर. अगर उसको रिप्लेस करते हैं हम वाटर से, उस बीन में अगर वाटर को रख देते हैं तो किस हाइट तक वाटर जाएगा. I think all of you know that the pressure formula for calculating the height of water, that is rho g h. I think all of you should know this. So friends, first you see the in the solution, that is k is equal to, first thing you should do here, that theta value, angle of phi value is given, that is angle of internal friction is given. So you should first calculate the k value, that is 1 minus sin 30 divided by 1 plus sin 30, that is 1 by 3. After that, you all know that the k value is the ratio of lateral pressure by vertical pressure. Means for calculating the lateral pressure, friends, you see here that the vertical pressure is given in the question, that is 60 kilopascal at its base. So you multiply the k with 60 and you can get 20 kilopascal, that is the pressure. Friends, here the 20 kilopascal is the lateral pressure, and in the question it is clearly mentioned that this lateral pressure is used for filling the water in the bins. Means it is equivalent to the filling water up to what height the water will be filled by this pressure. So you should take this pressure as 20 kilopascal. Rho gh means, I think all of you know that rho gh is the pressure to means equation to calculate the height of water or height of mercury or whatever liquid we are using. It is used to calculate their height in the bins or in the tube, whatever the means material it is present. So by this you can calculate the height, you can get the value, that is 2 meter. So friends, you can see that there are very easy questions asked on. I will tell you, if you understand clearly the basics, then you are able to solve all the questions related to this topic. Previously 2 questions are from this year and last 2019 paper. So you can see that there is nothing little bit logic in that papers. So you understand the concepts, and then after you approach the question, you will definitely able to solve the question. Now coming to the next question that is asked in 2007 paper. Friends, here the phi value is given 27 degree and the moisture content and bulk density is given 833 and the diameter and height of silo is given, and it is asking the ratio of between the Rankines pressure and Jensen formula. So friends, first thing you should do that you calculate the hydraulic radius, that is, I think all of you know that it is a case of circular beam. So hydraulic radius, all of you know that R is equal to D by 4. So first thing you should calculate, and then after you go for k value, that is 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi. So you should calculate this both. Then you apply the Rankines formula for lateral pressure. That is 1 minus sin phi divided by 1 plus sin phi into W into H. Friends, here you see that by mistake it has not multiplied with 9.81. Means here the W value it has simply taken the 833 kg per meter cube, but you should multiply by 9.81 because then only you can get your pressure in pascals, otherwise you can get the pressure in kg per meter square. Friends, here we have to calculate the ratio between Rankine and Jensen formula. Then it is easy that you don't have to multiply with, because you are calculating the ratio, so it is going to be cancelled out. But when you are solving the questions that in which the pressure is asking or different things are asking, then you have to multiply with 9.81 means acceleration due to gravity. You should always take care about that. You should make the habit to multiply with 9.81. So you can, I have got the value of P lateral by Rankines formula, that is 6256.293. And similarly friends, I applied the Jensen formula. There is nothing to do, means simply put the values in the equation, and I got the value, that is 1984.46. Friends, from here you can see, you can analyze one thing, that the pressure, lateral pressure question asked in the upcoming years about this concept. So you should remember, if suppose they are asking the ratio between Rankines formula and Jensen formula, then you clearly miss whatever answer you are getting. You can recheck your answer by measuring that whether your answer is greater than 1 or not. Means your answer should be, suppose they are asking the ratio between Rankines and Jensen formula, then your answer coming should always be greater than 1. Means either it is more greater than 1 or less than greater than 1, or means 1 point something or 2 point or 3 point, whatever value, but it should be greater than 1. And similarly, if they are asking in the reverse process, that is Jensen formula by Rankines formula ratio, then your answer should be always less than 1. आपको ये दोनों चीजें याद रखनी है कि Rankines formula में जो lateral pressure आता है वो हमेशा Jensen formula से ज्यादा होगा. And friends, simply I have done and put the ratio that the answer is coming 3.15. Friends, I will once again suggest you, when you are solving the problems on this concept, you should clearly use the gate calculator, because here the questions are mostly formula based, so it will increase your efficiency if you are using the gate calculator. Friends, coming to the next question, which is asked in ARS examination, agriculture research scientist examination. So you see these questions also, because these questions are important. Here it is given that the angle of internal friction for wheat is 25 degrees and 25 degree, and the angle of internal friction between wheat and grain is 24 degree. And after that it is given that the weight is 900 kg per meter cube and the internal diameter is 3 meter. And you have to calculate the lateral pressure by using the Airy theory. So friends, I have told you initially that you should remember the formula, and you should remember that what is the mu value and what is the mu dash value. Mu value is simply the friction coefficient between grain to grain, means cohesive forces friction coefficient is the mu value, and mu dash value is the friction coefficient between grain and wall. So you should simply put that 10-25 degree, that is the mu value, and 10-24 degree is the mu dash value, and you simply put in this equation, and you should multiply with rho into g into h. Friends, here you see that it is multiplied with g, means 9.81. That's why it gets the pressure in Newton per meter square. This is the SI unit, so you should always multiply the pressure with 9.81. And friends, you should do it by gate calculator, because the equations are large, and if you practice from now only, then you can able to crack the examination in a perfect way.